Hello everyone, today is Sunday, October 12th, documenting progress on my large Phalaenopsis. So I first noticed a spike in January of this year. And it's now October 12th and the bloom cycle is ending. The tip here has gone yellow on the stalk, so I hope the whole stalk doesn't die, because what I would like to eventually do is, once this last bloom falls, I feel a bump on this node here, so I'm just going to cut above the node and hopefully initiate a secondary spike, and maybe get the secondary spike in a month or two. That would be lovely. Otherwise I'll have to wait about a year for the next blooms, and I don't want to wait that long. So yeah, the leaves are in good condition. This is a very healthy orchid. So I got this orchid back in 2012, and back then I was still learning about orchids. So I was always moving them around and whatnot. And as you can see here, we have a twisted leaf here, and that's because you're not supposed to move your orchid around too much because it follows the sun. And I guess I was just moving it too much. This leaf ended up curling. Yeah. So that's the explanation for that leaf. The roots are fairly healthy. My Alaskan Malamute is going crazy. Her dad's outside in the garage and she can't bear to be without him. Yeah, so as you can see here, we have a root going out of the pot right there. We have roots here, roots growing here. And they're big roots too. Oh, and we have a root here. So, yeah. Here is the whole orchid. It's a fairly large Phalaenopsis. As you can see, I have fairly small hands, but you can see there compared to my hands how large it is. Okay, so there it is. Let's see. Here is my white phal. I got this in 2012 as well. This is what started my collection. Actually, no, that pink one was what started my collection. And then after that, I saw this one the same year, and the blooms were very large. It's gone a bit smaller, but when I first got it, it was actually, the blooms were a lot bigger than this, I would say. But yeah, so I saw this one, and then yeah, this was my second phal that I purchased, and then it just kind of went from there, and now I have 60 plus, maybe 70 phals. I'm nuts. But yeah, this has a special place in my heart, this white phal. And I love white phals because it's something so classic and just elegant about it. Oh, and this is my phal, which I forgot to include in my last video when I was shooting about my orchids in clay pellets. So this one I forgot about, and yeah, this was originally in bark when I purchased it earlier this year, and it was healthy and everything, but then I noticed that there was some weird eggy, I don't know, looks like eggs in the bark, and it freaked me out, so I changed the medium into clay pellets, and I did that when it was in full bloom. So lucky for me, the blooms didn't suffer, and it continued growing. So as you can see here, since the transfer to hydrogen clay pellets, the Phalaenopsis didn't really suffer. It's actually grown more roots, as you can see here. All this is new. It's in the growing stage right now, so you can see all the roots with the green tips. Yeah. So yeah, it's doing really well, as you can see. Like, they're big fat roots, you know. And let's see from this angle. Oh, and see also new leaves. And there's some, if I can get a shot in there, some roots growing in from this side as well. And another thing, when the blooms all fell, I cut it down to a node, and there's a secondary spike growing, and as well another secondary spike from there. So as you can see, this baby is not done growing yet. Lots of activity going on in this one. It's got healthy roots, healthy leaves. Yeah, so in a few months' time, maybe 2 months or so, I'll start to enjoy more blooms on this beauty. The buds have developed. Ah, come on, focus. Anyways, you get the point. So yeah, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.